Hello everyone, it's Geisha, welcome back. So I have my table full with little things and everything, and I'm planning on making a few little cluster embellishments from various things that I pulled out of drawers and boxes and whatnot. So I usually start with something big. Sometimes you can use a little bit of thicker material for on a card or something. I would not think to use this in a journal. And I want to use some layers. So if this goes here, and I have a piece of fabric here I could use. And so I will be gathering things and adding things and tearing things and layering up until I think I'm happy with it. If I put a piece of strip of book page on there, I think that looks nice. So I will do that. And I will put this on top. So now I can glue all this, or I can just staple this together like so. And then glue this on top. So much easier, right? And if I think that this needs gluing, I can always add a little glue over here. This is Alleen Stake glue. It is pretty good with adhering a lot of different materials together. This is good. And like so. All right. And I can put this on a card or the front of a journal. I don't think I want to put this inside a journal, in a regular journal, because it adds a lot of bulk. And if you look at this one's cute, right? So all I did was, this is one of my jelly prints, just a roll off, and I really like that it is kind of neutral. Even this one is a little green. I would still call this somewhat a neutral because it isn't really a stark color. So I like to try to stay, low key. And I have some strips here that I can choose from. So a little piece of this here. See if I can find a smaller piece. This one is see-through, so I will not use that one. And I'll just cut it. And I like it that it's a different size. And I used a little strip of this. I'll cut it in half because I don't like the width. And about this much. I cut or I tear. Doesn't really matter. And I see I have some cheesecloth on the bottom. Fold it up to make it a little bit more. It's quite dainty. So I'll fold this up like that. Okay, here it is. So this goes first. Let's glue this. So cheesecloth is a bit tricky, so I just place this right on top. Then I'll add glue to my paper, but not at the ends because that's gonna peek through from it, and a little bit of glue here to hold this in place. And now I'm going to use my butterfly. I don't think there's a front or a back to it, so I'm just going to dab a bit of glue here and pop this right on top. Let me check this one carefully. So I have to really pry to get this loose, and I did this 1 or 2 days ago. So, press real hard and then let it sit for a bit and don't touch it. And it'll be fine once it's all completely dry. So here I have wallpaper that I tore up. I don't care for this color. And it's sturdy. So I want my base to be a bit sturdy, like so. And I'm just going to look around for something that I like. If I right away pick a busy background, then I don't know what I would want to do on top. Oh, hang on. Something like this. Yeah, let's do that. I would want something behind here yet. No. A few layers of something else. And, I have some string here. Maybe I could put those in. Yeah, let's do that. All right. That one first. And so we put it off to the side. One over here. Other one right on top. And what else was I going to do? But I'm going to put this on here. Maybe not all of them, but let me grab 3 and just glue. How about so? The glue will dry, and I think the glue is matte when it dries, so you're not going to have that sheen there. And over so, like this. I want to cover that hole. And a little crooked. All right. Another one done. So I also have this fake bark. I've used that in here. It's a bit flimsy, so I'm going to grab a piece of wallpaper. This is not wallpaper. This is just some card. And so on the side here, I have like a strip of book page that I mounted on another piece. So I'll go over here. And I have a little piece of this. And this paper used to be on my wall. This is wallpaper. Used to be in my bathroom. It's like the ugliest thing ever. And I finally ripped it out. And then I thought, hey, this might be neat to use in journal stuff and cards and whatnots. And you want a little bit. So I'm going to overlap my paper on it so that, you know, only a hint shows. Because you don't want too much of this. And I like that it is upside down. I don't mind that. And we're going to use a circle. On my right here, I have all my circles. You know, the trays with all my circles in it. I'll find one like this. Well, it's going to have a lacy thing on top, so I'm not going to use cheesecloth. About here. No, I like these. I only have a few of these. I'm going to check which one is the front or the back. Can't really tell. And of course, as you see, I have got way too much stuff on here. I'm not going to use everything. All right. Simple, you know. Nah, doesn't need it. This is rope, low string, that I think I added glue to my mat. And I just rolled this on it. Very simple to do. These are my handmade stamps. These are tiny images from flower magazines, and I have a template what I would draw out what I would want, you know. You're just gonna move your template all over it so to see if you like something. You cut it out and then you mount it on cardstock and then you cut it out with a scalloped scissor. And I've inked the edges here and not on here because I don't always want them to be edged. And let me see, this one is from a quilt magazine, I'm pretty sure. This one too. So yeah, I have way more stuff on my table than I'm going to use. But then you have a choice, right, to make some. So I'm going to use these in some cards that I'm going to make. So I will make some cards later and then I will bring you along. Here, this comes from a fake plant. It had all these leaves on them. And I put it on my base like so. And this was a homemade paper that I backed on a file folder just to give it sturdiness. Wallpaper flowers, some circles that I printed and punched out. Yeah, all sorts of things. You just grab all the little things that you see and just put them on your table and then go from there, you know. All right. I hope you liked the video. That'll give you an idea of what you can do with all your little things that you have laying around, and even these tiny strips will work in some sort of a arrangement over here. So yeah, when you place everything on your table, you have a look. You can see what you'll have, and then you can make choices of what you want to use where. And it makes it easier if you have everything out instead of everything in boxes, because now you can just grab a few things and make these clusters. I'll show you some of the clusters I made. I also made some off camera. These have kind of the same feel and color scheme. And these I've made like the clusters I made earlier. It has a brad in it to hold everything together. And I used one of those wooden buttons. Now I did not sandpaper the back. There was a layer of lacquer on it, so in combination with the wallpaper, I don't know how long it's going to hold. So we'll see about that one. Here are 2 teacups and the one with the butterfly. Here are the ones with the fake bark. This is one with the leaf. Here I made another one with a leaf and I added a wooden embellishment on it. Here I used a little bit from a doily, from a tablecloth that I cut up in all little pieces. And these are, I don't know, it came in a kit, so I figured I better use it. Some of these came also in a kit that I got gifted. Also something from a oh, what do you call that? Sheer curtain. Yep, sheer curtain. Here I used a postage stamp, a bit of cheesecloth and book page and just a circle. Here's the one with the lady ironing that I'm so not into. And these I made later. With some of them, I don't know how the orientation will go. I will see when I'm going to apply to a card, how I will put them on there. As you can see, you can do a lot with all the little things that you have laying around and making nice little clusters. I encourage you to give it a try. So that was it for today. I hope you liked the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.